Hello everyone, Ian living in the Philippines. So I've got to clear something up. Maybe I've been telling fibs, no, some misinformation, um, or something that is not quite understandable. And it's about a video that I done earlier today, comparing the public cemetery with the private cemetery. And I think I said a couple of times that as a foreigner, you will not be able to get buried on a public cemetery, only on a private one. Well, John, a British expat in the Philippines, he got in contact. He said, I'm wrong. So he's done his research. I've done some research again, and we're both right. It depends on where you live. Um, so a foreigner can get buried on a public, but you need then all the papers, which you'll need anyway for the private one. But some places, like here, I cannot get buried here in a public one. The other argument is, well, they have to bury you anyway somewhere if you die. So this will be then the other argument, because they're not just going to leave you, which they do sometimes. I've heard things. So it all depends on where you live. So if you're worried about it, it's best to go to your municipal, where the town where you live, and just ask. In the case of you dying, whether it's an accident or health issues or anything, where would you be able to get buried here in the Philippines? So in the town. I know I've heard from other expats they prefer to be flown back to their country, which is also possible. If you've got the money to do that, and insurance, health insurance that will cover all that, then it's okay. But for someone like myself, where this is now my home, I have nothing to go back to anyway. So when I die, my body will be here. I've told my wife I want to be cremated. So whether it's a public or private, it does not matter then in my case. I did mention also, I think in another life, when you get cremated, they do not, like they do in some other countries, they do not have to bury your ashes or put them somewhere in the cemetery. They can keep them at home. If they want to put your ashes somewhere out, they in the river, or you have to ask permission from your town, from the municipal. I think there are like designated areas where you can do that. Or for example, if you want to go up the mountain and in the air or whatever, you can if you get the authority to do that. I know a guy who passed away quite a few, before I came here actually. I know him before I came here. He died the year before I came, and the woman still has his ashes in the urn on the cupboard. So they can do up with my ashes if they want. I'm not bothered. Or they throw them in the river down here. I'm not. I will be dead. But yeah. So coming back to the private and public, even though I just says I don't care what happens to me when I die, you've seen, if you watched the video, if you did not, please go back, because then you'll understand what I'm talking about now. You do not want to go in the public cemetery. Take a look. Go to your public cemetery where you live. They can't be all like this one. I've been to a few, and they do look like this. Again, it depends where you live in the Philippines. Some towns will maintain their cemeteries a little bit better than others. But if you watch my video today, you'll say it looks very bad. And you heard the guy that was walking around me. They clean out the graves every 5 years. I think those are the ones that they got no relatives. No one goes there. I think you do. Like you rent, you pay every month. I can't remember. It's very, very small amount. But as soon as someone stops paying, after 5 years, it gets cleaned out, ready for the next one. And I was thinking, well, what do they do with the coffin and the bones? I did say to the coffin, normally they get burned, so they open that, the tombstone. They open that, put fire in, it's all burnt. Then they get the thing, rake it out, and then the bones and that. I was told there's a special place at the back of the cemetery, right at the bottom, where all these things then are discarded, so to say. So, what a thing to, if you're going to be there, no one cares about you because you're gone, and then 5 years later, all your bones and that are being taken out and dumped in the not wanted area. Well, whereas if you have the private there, you buy that plot of land, and that belongs then to your family. What they can do then is, after a very long time, they can actually take you out, which we done with Jonas this week. They take you out, put your bones in a box or a bag, and put you then back in with the new one of your family. So it'll always be used. It'll always be used from the family. Right. So yeah, misleading information. Like I says, some say yes, you can, because they say you're not supposed to discriminate foreigners and religion or whatever. Others say no, it's purely for the Filipinos, those who don't have the money to have a proper funeral. And yeah, and you see how they're all stacked up there. There was 7 or 8 all stacked up on. Yeah, so guys, that was it. It was just a quick one, just to let you know. So certain areas, yes, you can. You'll need all the documents. You have to go to the NBI because your NCR card will be taken away. Like death certificate and blah 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 blah. You all need, but you need most of that anyway for the private one. But yeah, you can see. So if you're here already and you haven't thought about it, maybe just an idea. You're helping also if you're married to a Filipina, you're actually helping her. There are guys here, for example, John. They have a funeral plan. So the money's already been paid. So there's no need for the people after, when he does die, no need for anybody to pay any money. It's already, everything's, which my mother also done in the UK many years ago. She'd done a funeral plan. Although we still had to pay money. This is the thing. Over the years, many things change. So even though she had a contract, and so I don't know when she'd done that. It was quite a while ago. But some things were added to that, or you pay for the gloves for the coffin bearers and flowers and whatever. There was a long list of all the things that she'd already paid for, and that we had to pay then also after. So it'll be the same thing here, guys. So I know you can make it. I haven't got a funeral plan. Um, I did mention in the video, the other video, um, a funeral costs anything around from 50,000 up to 200,000. So it depends on where you're going to get buried, which coffin you want. You get all different types of coffins. Autopsy, if one's needed. Yeah, and then the wake, which is, it depends how long the wake is, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So the longer it is, the more expensive it will get. And then, of course, then the funeral. So you have different agencies that will help you do this. Especially for the wake, they got all the flowers arranged and all the lighting, and yeah, you can get expensive ones and then cheap ones, and also the guys that prepare the body. Again, we had a bad one this last week, and yeah, I don't know. That's why when when I do pass away, straight, no wake, take me to the crematorium, put me in the pot, and then this is what the neighbours done actually. The mother died, and the next day she was on the pot, so they put a table out next to the front door with her picture, a couple of candles, and that you can go there and sit down. And so I prefer that. So laying in the box, everybody's coming, all the kids are taking photos of you, and all the tralala. No, thank you. So, yeah, guys, it's maybe a good idea. If you haven't done so, then maybe go to your municipal and just find out what the arrangements would be. Also, if you're going to also get cremated, where? Because the crematorium is not actually here in this town; it's the next town down, and yeah, the costs and everything. Yeah, the costs. Usually, if you have a big family like we do, a lot of the costs of the funeral are covered by donations from the family. Also, I think the town will give you also donations and some others. So it was actually, I'm not sure about the one we just had the funeral now, but my mother-in-law, so my wife's mother, they actually made money. So and that money got then given out to all the other family members. So sometimes the funeral can cost you nothing. Just a quick one also from my side, I received donations for the family. Thank you very much, guys. I will be doing a video either tomorrow or the day after with JP, the husband of Elaine, so my wife's son. And I'm hoping that we can get him to hold the baby as well. And what I'll do, I'll give all the names of the people that donated the money, and I'll hand that to JP one by one. So you can all see what came in, and that JP has actually got that money. He did, I've already asked him what he would like to do with the money. He says, baby milk and diapers, and maybe a little bit to cover still the funeral. So that will be coming up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've got to talk to him because today is the 9th day. It's a special day here for the Filipinos. It's a religious thing. It takes 9 days for the soul to leave the body or something. I don't want to, because I'm not into it. So they have a special prayers today and another meal. And then again on the 40th day, where then the soul actually goes up to heaven. You can look it up in Google if you want. So that's it, guys. So I hope any misinformation is now cleared. You can look in Google yourself, and like I said, best you go to your own municipal and you just ask them what all the arrangements are, and go yourself to your cemetery. There should be two, a public one and a private one, and you can look for yourself. So, guys, yeah, until the next one, that's all from me, from Koya Ian. Have a good day. Night, it's night here, and I'll see you on the next one. So, until then, goodbye. See you guys. Take care.